I'm facing the problem of light today due to power cut. So there may exist few light problems in my interaction section, but there may be not any problem with the light when I'm explaining the question, because I will place somewhere near to my windows. So then we will get the complete light to the paper. So there will not be any problem. But when I'm interacting with you, there will be some light problems. Okay, but in the last video we have discussed. The last video was a very lengthy video, 1 hour and 20 minutes. I know that many students, 90 percentage of the students, I can say that, let me correct it as 95 percentage. 95 percentage of the students have watched the video well. See, even though that was a very lengthy video, you may spend your amount of energy on that and you have learned everything well. I believe in that way, but still there exists 5 percentage of the students. So let me tell you something to them. നിങ്ങൾ എങ്ങനെയാണ് ഞാൻ ചെയ്യുന്ന വീഡിയോയ്ക്ക് റെസ്പോൺസ് എങ്കിൽ ലെറ്റ് മീ ടെൽ യു വൺ തിങ്. ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ ഗൂഗിൾ ക്ലാസ്സിൽ നിന്നും 8th മാർച്ച് ക്ലാസ് റൂമിൽ നിന്നും നിങ്ങൾ ഒഴിവാക്കും. എനിക്ക് ചെയ്യാം. നോ വൺ വിൽ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ മീ ഫോളോയിങ് മീ. ഞാനത് ചെയ്യും. എന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എൻ്റെ ക്ലാസ് റൂമിൽ നിന്നും ഞാൻ നിങ്ങൾ ഒഴിവാക്കും. നിങ്ങളെൻ്റെ ക്ലാസ് കാണണ്ട. എന്നെ സംബന്ധിച്ച് പഠിക്കാൻ താല്പര്യമുള്ളവർ മാത്രം ക്ലാസ് ഇരുന്നാൽ മതി. എനിക്കങ്ങനെ ഓരോരുത്തരുടെ പുറകെ നടന്ന് പഠിപ്പിക്കാൻ പറ്റില്ല. സത്യം പറയാം, എനിക്ക് പറ്റില്ല. ഓൺലൈൻ ലേണിങ്ങിന് ഓരോരുത്തരുടെ പുറകെ നടന്ന് പഠിപ്പിക്കാൻ പറ്റില്ല. ക്ലാസ്സിലായിരുന്നു നമുക്ക് നോക്കാമായിരുന്നു, അടിച്ചൊക്കെ പഠിപ്പിക്കാമായിരുന്നു, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നിങ്ങൾ പറഞ്ഞ് മനസ്സിലാക്കാമായിരുന്നു, എംബോസിഷനോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ പണിഷ്മെൻ്റ് നേരത്തെ. ഇത് പറ്റുമോ? ഇല്ല. അപ്പം നിങ്ങൾക്ക് സൗകര്യം ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ പഠിക്കുക. എനിക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്ന കാര്യം ഞാൻ ചെയ്യും. ഗൂഗിൾ ക്ലാസ് റൂമിൽ നിന്ന് ഒരു കുട്ടി പോലും, ഞാൻ ഈ സെഷൻ നോക്കട്ടെ, ഏതെങ്കിലും ഒരു കുട്ടി എൻ്റെ നോട്ട് അയക്കാണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ വിത്തൗട്ട് എ വാലിഡ് റീസൺ, what I am supposed to do, I will make them out of my Google Classroom 8th March. Do you want to see that? So let me see. So in the last videos, a few students were failed to write notes. Let it be anything. Those who failed to write notes in the last video, they are supposed to give me notes very fast. And through this video, I will check how many of you are remaining to write notes about this video. And those who are remaining, what I will do is I will make them out of my Google Classroom. Okay, let them stand outside. And once you stand outside, you will not get my video, no? Yes. And so as in the last video we were discussing about exercise 2.4. Now through this video we are going to discuss about exercise 2.5. So let me start exercise 2.5. Okay, as in the last video we will not solve all the questions, we will focus to the difficult ones. And let me start selecting from your question number. In your exercise 2.5, 6 questions are there. In that 6 question, we are not going to leave many questions. We will leave only see, I think let us solve all the questions in this exercise, but because I feel all the questions are important. So let me start from the first question. And your first question is, so before going to the discussion of the first question in this exercise, let us discuss few things. Then only we could solve this kind of questions. And that heavy rain outside. See, can you see this? Heavy rain outside, and I am sitting closer to the windows. Okay. Anyway, our learning should go on. Okay. See, few remarks are. These remarks will help to solve out exercise 2.5. Very important remarks. A by B is equal to C by D. There is a relation A by B is equal to C by D. If A by B is equal to C by D, that implies A into D equal to B into C. Enough. This is the relation. If A by B becomes equal to C by D, then A into D should be equal to B into C. This is not like the cross multiplication of, when you add two rational number, when you subtract two rational number, you are supposed to use cross multiplication. But this cross multiplication is different from that. You may understood the difference. And if A by B is equal to C by D, then because here two fractions, they used to compare with the equality sign. That is the difference. In that case, we used to add two fractions and we used to subtract two fractions. But here the case is different. We used to equate two fractions. And this is known as the LHS side of the fraction, and this is known as the RHS side of the fraction, isn't it? Sorry. This is known as the LHS side of the equation, and this is known as the RHS side of the equation. See, left side of equality sign, that is known as LHS, right side of equality sign, that is known as RHS. And how many terms are there in the LHS side, LHS of the equation, left hand side of the equality sign? This is equality sign, and this is known as LHS, and this is known as RHS. And how many terms are there in the LHS side? Only one term. Why? Because if the operation is division, we cannot count it as 1, 2, because division will bind the terms together. Because division and multiplication is just like friendship, we cannot count separately. This is a single term, because division and multiplication is just like a strong friendship. We cannot separately count, we have to count it as single. So this is a single term, and this is a single term, because the operation is division. So how many terms came in the LHS side? One term. And how many terms are there in the RHS side? One term. If the condition is like this, that means LHS സൈഡിൽ ഒരു ഫ്രാക്ഷൻ മാത്രവും RHS സൈഡിൽ ഒരൊറ്റ ഫ്രാക്ഷൻ മാത്രവുമാണെങ്കിൽ, ഒന്നും കൂടെ പറയുന്നു, LHS സൈഡിൽ ഒരൊറ്റ ഫ്രാക്ഷനും RHS സൈഡിൽ ഒരൊറ്റ ഫ്രാക്ഷനും ആകുമെങ്കിൽ ആണെങ്കിൽ മാത്രമാണ് ഈ കണ്ടീഷൻ നമ്മൾ അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യുക. എന്താണ് കണ്ടീഷൻ? A into D should be equal to B into C. But A into D should be equal to B into C. For example, I will give you some example. If 3 by 4 is equal to, 3 by 4 is equal to some 6 by 8, then what we can write? That implies, what we can write? How many fraction is in the LHS side? One fraction. How many fraction is in the RHS side? Only one fraction. So what we can write? We can easily apply this property, isn't it? So by using this property, what we can write? 3 into 8. 3 into 8 should be equal to 6 into 4. 6 into 4. If you want, you can check. What is 3 into 8? 24. What is 6 into 4? 24. Both are equal, no? 24 is equal to 24. Okay. And this is a property, it will be useful for solving some problems. Okay. And can we go for solving the first question in that exercise? And this remark will help you to solve out. And this is your question. Solve. First question I am going to solve. As I said, we are not going to leave any question in this exercise, because I feel all the questions are as important. This is your first question. Solve x by 2 minus 1 by 5 is equal to x by 3 plus 1 by 4. See, I'm using a guide actually. See, I'm using a guide. I'm not using your textbook. I'm using a guide, and this is golden guide. I bought it. I see. Actually, I was using this guide for the last 2 years. Because my textbook is in the school, I forgot to take that with me. And anyway, that when I'm using guide, what you have to check is, ഞാൻ ചെയ്യുന്ന പ്രോബ്ലമൊക്കെ ടെക്സ്റ്റ് ബുക്കിലെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ അല്ലേ, ടെക്സ്റ്റ് ബുക്കിലെ എക്സസൈസ് അനുസരിച്ച് എല്ലാ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനും ഞാൻ ചെയ്യുന്നില്ലേ? ഏതെങ്കിലും ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ഷിബിൻ സാറ് ലീവ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട് ഇൻ ദ സെൻസ് നമ്മൾ ഓൾറെഡി ലീവ് ചെയ്യുമെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട്, അങ്ങനെയല്ല ഞാൻ പറയുന്നത്. ഷിബിൻ സാറ് ഏതെങ്കിലും എക്സസൈസ് കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ആയിട്ട്, ഞാനൊരു ഗൈഡാണല്ലോ ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നത്, നമുക്ക് ആ ഗൈഡിൽ എല്ലാ എക്സസൈസും ഉണ്ടെന്നുള്ള വിശ്വാസത്തിലാണ് മുന്നോട്ട് പോകുന്നത്. അപ്പം ഈ ഗൈഡിലുള്ള പ്രോബ്ലം തന്നെയല്ലേ നിങ്ങളുടെ ടെക്സ്റ്റ് ബുക്കിലുള്ള ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ. അതുപോലെ ഗൈഡിലെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ്, എക്സസൈസ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ടെക്സ്റ്റ് ബുക്കിലെ എക്സസൈസ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനേക്കാളും ഡിഫറൻ്റ് ആണോ? അത് എക്സസൈസ് 2.5 ആണ് പോയിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്. അതിൽ ഇതൊക്കെയാണ് ഗൈഡിൽ കാണുന്ന ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ. എൻ്റെ അടുത്ത് ടെക്സ്റ്റ് ബുക്ക് ഇല്ലാത്തതുകൊണ്ട് ഇത് തന്നെയാണോ ടെക്സ്റ്റ് ബുക്കിലെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് എന്ന് അറിയില്ല. അപ്പോൾ ഈ വീഡിയോ കാണുന്ന ഏതെങ്കിലും ഒരു കുട്ടി എന്നോടത് പറയണം. എന്ത് സാർ ടെക്സ്റ്റ് ബുക്കിലെ പോലെ? അതാണ് ഞാൻ ചില കുട്ടികൾ വിളിച്ച് ചോദിക്കാറുണ്ട് ഇടയ്ക്ക്. പിന്നെ സാർ ടെക്സ്റ്റ് ബുക്കിൽ അതേ എക്സസൈസ് തന്നെയാണ് സാർ ഗൈഡിലെ എക്സസൈസും, അല്ലാണ്ട് ഗൈഡിലെ എക്സസൈസ് വേറെയല്ല. ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞത് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് മനസ്സിലായെന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുന്നു. ഗൈഡിലെ വേറെ ഏതെങ്കിലും എക്സസൈസ് ആണോ എന്ന് എനിക്കറിയില്ല. ടെക്സ്റ്റ് ബുക്കിലെ എക്സസൈസ് 2.5 ഇത് തന്നെയല്ലേ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനുകളൊക്കെ നിങ്ങൾ ചെക്ക് ചെയ്യുക കേട്ടോ. ആണെങ്കിൽ എനിക്ക് ആണെന്ന് ഉറപ്പ് വരുത്തിയിട്ട് എനിക്കൊരു മെസ്സേജ് അയക്കാം. സാറ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് ശരിയാണ്, ടെക്സ്റ്റ് ബുക്കിലെ എക്സസൈസും ഗൈഡിലെ എക്സസൈസും ഒന്നാണ്. സോ യു ക്യാൻ കണ്ടിന്യൂ വിത്ത് ദ ഗൈഡ്. ഓക്കെ. And the question is solve x by 2 minus 1 by 5 is equal to x by 3 plus 1 by 4. And can you identify the difference of this question from the previous questions which we solved in the last few exercises? The thing is, you may understand the thing, because here all the variables are there, in the both side variables are there, and that is in the form of fraction. And we didn't solve this a variable with a fraction, variable in the form of a fraction. We didn't met this kind of a question before, a variable with a fraction, no? കണ്ടിട്ടില്ല എന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു. And that is what is the difference of this question, but the method is same in all questions. That's why I'm without any introduction, I'm directly came to exercise 2.5 just after exercise 2.4. You can notice that we are discussing the exercise only. In between, in the textbook, few pages are there, but we are leaving that pages. You know why? Because all the questions, all the methods are same. Then what is the need of wasting time with the see, isn't it? You may understood, no? What is the need of spoiling the time? Because all the methods are same. So that's why I'm going to the exercise directly, and this is your question. Solve x by 2 minus 1 by 5 is equal to x by 3 plus 1 by 4, and the method is same. What is your method? What is our method? Write all the x terms together and write all the other terms to another side. Write all the x terms or write all the terms with the variable in one side and take all the other terms to the other side. And what I'm going to do is x by 2, let me maintain there in the left side, and right side x by 3 is there, x by 2. And here as I told you, x and 2 you cannot split because the operation is division. So x by 2 as it is, take this x by 3 from the right side to the left side, and its sign is plus actually. So when you take this plus x by 3 to left side, it become minus x by 3. You may understood. And what is there in the right side now? Plus 1 by 4. That means 1 by 4 is there remaining in the right side, and from the left side minus 1 by 5 I am going to take to right side. That become plus 1 by 5. And you may understood. Now you just see all the variables came together, no? All the variables came together and all the numbers went to another side. So x by 2 as it is, this x by 3 to left side become minus x by 3. 1 by 4 will remain in the right side, and take this minus 1 by 5 to right side, it become plus 1 by 5. And now you just see, you can now you just see how we can, this is a fraction minus another fraction, a fraction minus another fraction. How we can subtract two fraction? Cross multiplication, isn't it? Otherwise LCM method as you wish. I am going to use cross multiplication method. So x into 3, that is nothing but 3x. This minus as it is, then 2 into x, that is nothing but 2x. Divide by 2 into 3, 6. Cross multiplication, you may understood, no? Let me explain once again. After taking all the variables and all the numbers, all the variables you have to take to one side, and all the numbers you have to take to another side. Okay, by changing the sign, you may understood the method. And now it is the time to cross multiplication, because here there is two fraction subtraction. How we can subtract two fraction? It is better to apply cross multiplication, or you can apply LCM also. Let me apply cross multiplication right now. And x into 3 is 3x. This minus as it is, 2 into x is 2x. Divide by 2 into 3 is 6. And here when you cross multiply, 1 into 5 is 5, plus 4 into 1 is 4. Divide by 4 into 5 is 20. You may understood well. Okay, and now just it become, and so we got this much, no? And now what is 3x minus 2x? 1x, because 3 manju minus 2 manju is 1 manju, no? Just like that, 1x. Divide by 6 as it is. What is 5 plus 4? 9. 9 divided by 20. You may understand, no? Okay, see, 1x is nothing but x, no? X by 6 is equal to 9 by 20. Then what we can do now? Two methods are there. I will explain. One method is there. One method is that after this you can solve out by using two different methods. One method is that we have discussed that in the remark we have discussed that if a by b is equal to c by d, then what is that? AD is equal to b into c. A into d is equal to b into c, just like that. Here equality sign is that LHS side is a single fraction and RHS side is another fraction. So by using this property, what we can write? X into 20, that is nothing but 20x is equal to 9 into 6. 9 into 6 is 54. You may understood, no? So x into 20x is equal to 9 into 6, 54. Enough. Just like that. AD is equal to BC. This formula is this. That's why we apply it. You may understood, no? Okay. Because in the LHS side, single fraction, RHS side, single fraction, in between equality. Then we can use this property. Okay. So by using this property, we got that 20x is equal to 54. That is nothing but if you maintain, we are supposed to find out the value of x. Okay, so maintain x in the left side, and RHS is 54. Here 20 is used to multiply with x. When you take that 20 to right side, it becomes in the division part. So we got the value of x as 54 by 20. And by which number I can cancel? I think I can cancel by, I think I can cancel by 2, because 2 is the only common factor for both. In 20, how many? In 5, how many 2? 2 2s are 4. You are supposed to when you reduce like this, you are supposed to use pencil. You are never use pen for that, because നിങ്ങൾ വെട്ടിയതാണോ ഇങ്ങനെ റെഡ്യൂസ് ചെയ്താണെന്ന് അറിയാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ്. പെൻസിൽ കൊണ്ട് വരച്ചാൽ അറിയാം റെഡ്യൂസ് ചെയ്തതാണ്, പേന കൊണ്ട് വരച്ചാൽ വെട്ടിയതാണെന്ന് വിചാരിക്കും. In 5, how many 2s are there? 2 2s are 4. Remainder is 1. 1 and 4 become 14. 7 2s are 14. And here, how many 2s are there? 1 0. So answer is 27 by 10. 27 by 10 will be the answer. We cannot reduce it again. So our answer will be 27 by 10. This is the solution for the question. And the second method is, so from here we can use one more method. Which method is useful for you? That method you can choose. If x by 6 is equal to 9 by 20, what you can do? You can maintain here x in the left side itself. What is there in the right side? 9 by 20. Now you can take this 6 to right side. But here this 6, x divided by 6, no? When you take that divided by 6 to right side, it become multiply 6. That number, whatever in the things in the right side, that is into 6, because here the operation is division. Okay, x is divided with the 6. When you take that divided with the 6 to right side, it become multiplied by 6. So x is equal to 9 by 20 into 6. Here cross cancellation is possible. In 20 and 6, by which number you can cancel? 2. So here 10 2s are 20, and here 3. So answer will be 9 into 3, 27, 27 by 10. And see, we got 27 by 2. This is the correct answer, because solution also 27 by 10. We got the correct answer. So we got the value of, see, I'm not feeling well. I'm suffering with headache, 27 by 10. X is equal to 27 by 10. We got the answer of x is equal to 27 by 10. And this is the solution for that. And now I am going to verify whether this solution is correct or not. Okay, let us go for verification. Verification is very important. Okay. Sometimes this question can be asked in two ways. If the question is out of 2 mark, this much is enough. If the question is out of 4 mark, you are supposed to go for the verification. If the question is out of 3 or 4 mark, verification also very important. You are supposed to write verification. If the question is out of 2 mark, this much is enough up to solution. Okay. So suppose the question is out of 4 mark, I am going for the verification, and each question in this exercise we are supposed to verify. See, here in the solution also you can see the verification. No? So I am going for the verification. So how we can verify? As you know, let us consider LHS and RHS separately. What is LHS of this question? X by 2 minus 1 by 5. See, verification is not much easy like solving. And here LHS we got, LHS we are going to calculate x by 2 minus 1 by 5. So after getting the answer of LHS, we will go for the RHS. And x by 2 minus 1 by 5. Okay, what is the value of x? X itself is 27 by 10. സാധാരണ എക്സിന് നമ്മളിവിടെ വെരിഫൈ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ ഒരു ചെറിയൊരു സിംഗിൾ നമ്പറാണ് കിട്ടുക എക്സിന്, ലൈക്ക് 6ഓ 5ഓ. അപ്പോൾ എളുപ്പമാണ്. പക്ഷേ ഇവിടെ എക്സ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് തന്നെ എന്താണ്? 27 by 10 ആണ്. സോ റീപ്ലേസ് ദിസ് എക്സ് ബൈ വാട്ട്? 27 by 10. ദാറ്റ് മീൻസ് എക്സ് ബൈ 2 ബിക്കം, റീപ്ലേസ് എക്സ് ബൈ 27 by 10, then divided by 2 as it is. You may understood or not understood, and minus 1 by 5 as it is. So x by 2 minus 1 by 5 is the LHS part. Minus 1 by 5, see, minus 1 by 5 as it is. And you just see, ഈ എക്സിന് പകരം നിങ്ങൾ എന്ത് കൊടുക്കണം? ഈ എക്സിന് പകരം 27 by 10. അതായത് ഈ 27 by 10 മെല്ലെ ഇങ്ങോട്ട് വിളിക്കുക, മോനെ ഇങ്ങോട്ട് വാടാന്ന് പറയാം. എന്നിട്ട് മെല്ലെ ഇങ്ങനെ എടുത്തിട്ട് ഈ എക്സിൻ്റെ സ്ഥാനത്ത് വെക്കുക. അവിടെ എന്താണ് അപ്പം എക്സിൻ്റെ സ്ഥാനത്ത് എന്താ? അപ്പം എക്സ് എന്താണോ അത് എത്രയാണ്? എക്സ് എന്താണ് ഇപ്പോൾ കിട്ടിയിരിക്കുന്നത്? 27 by 10. അപ്പോൾ എക്സിൻ്റെ സ്ഥാനത്ത് 27 by 10 വെച്ചു. അതായത് എക്സിൻ്റെ സ്ഥാനത്ത് 27 by 10 വെച്ചു. ബാക്കി എന്തുണ്ട്? ബൈ 2 ഇല്ലേ? അതാണ് 27 by 10 by 2 എന്ന് ഞാൻ എഴുതിയത്. യു മേ അണ്ടർസ്റ്റുഡ് നൗ. ഓക്കെ, I don't know how to explain better than this. Okay, you may understand, no? And see, 27 by 10 by 2. This can be do in different ways, but still let us follow. In നമ്മൾ ഹയർ സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡിൽ എത്തുമ്പോൾ കുറച്ചും കൂടി എളുപ്പമുള്ള മെത്തേഡൊക്കെ ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞുതരാം. ഇപ്പം നിങ്ങൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യുക? നിങ്ങൾ അതിൻ്റെ മെത്തേഡ് തന്നെ ചെയ്യുക. Can you write this 2 as 2 by 1? Can you write this 2 as 2 by 1? Any problem? And see, numerator is a fraction, denominator is a fraction. See, numerator, this is numerator. See, this is numerator and this is denominator, and this numerator is a fraction, denominator is a fraction. How to divide? How we divide two fraction? Multiply with the reciprocal, isn't it? That means 27 by 10 divided by 2 we expressed as 2 by 1, no? So 27 by 10 as it is, then this division will become multiplication, and take the reciprocal of 2 by 1, that is 1 by 2. Then minus 1 by 5 as it is. And this is the way of how to divide two fractions. Just like, a by b divided by c by d. How we can do a by b as it is, division sign will be into c by d become d by c. How we can divide two fraction, numerator fraction as it is. Then how we can divide two fraction, multiply with the reciprocal. That was the property we used. So a by b as it is, then multiply with the reciprocal of the denominator. Here the denominator is c by d, the reciprocal is d by c. With the reciprocal we are supposed to multiply. Instead of dividing two fraction, it is better to multiply with the reciprocal, and with that property we have reached here. And you may understand. Okay, ഇത് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് പുതിയ അറിവല്ല എങ്കിലും ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞെന്നുള്ളൂ. Is there any cross cancellation possible? I think no cross cancellation. 2 and 27 will not get cancelled. 1 and 10 will not get cancelled. So no cross cancellation. No, in this way also cancellation is not possible. So just multiply the numerator and multiply the denominator. 27 into 1 is 27. Divided by 10 into 10 into 2 is 20 minus 1 by 5. And now you just see you can cross. This is the fraction. This is the fraction. How we can subtract two fraction? You can cross multiply. Otherwise make the denominator same. I'm going to make the denominator same. Here the denominator is 20. Here the denominator is 5. How can you make this 5 as 20? Just multiply with the 4. When you multiply here with the 4, here also you are supposed to multiply with 4. Now it becomes 27 by 20 minus 1 into 4 is 4 divided by 5 into 4 is 20. You may understand now. ഇങ്ങനത്തെ പല കാര്യങ്ങൾക്കൊക്കെ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ് നമ്മൾ ഇൻട്രഡക്ഷൻ സെക്ഷനിൽ ഇതുപോട്ട് ഒരുപാട് പ്രോബ്ലം ചെയ്തത്. ഇപ്പം നിങ്ങളുടെ ബേസ് സ്ട്രോങ് ആണെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു. Okay, now we just see the denominator becomes same. Just write the denominator as it is, because how we can subtract two fraction with the denominator same. Just write the denominator as it is and subtract the numerator. 27 minus 4. What is 27 minus 4? 27 minus 4 is 23. So we got the LHS side as 23 by 20. We got the LHS side as 23 by 20. Now it is a time to calculate RHS. Our RHS side is actually x by 3. This is your RHS side. Our RHS side is actually x by 3 plus 1 by 4. This is your RHS side. And instead of what is the value of x we got? Actually we got the value of x as 27 by 10, no? Isn't it? Let me check. Value of x was actually 27 by 10. Okay. We got the value of x as 27 by 10. Substitute, replace x by 27 by 10. So similarly, as I said, it become 27 by 10. Replace x by 27 by 10, but still divide by 3 will remain there. Divide by 3 plus 1 by 4, you may understand. And 3 you can replace as 3 by 1. And now it become how to divide two fraction, multiply with the reciprocal. That means 27 by 10 into 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4. And here also cross cancellation or cancellation is not possible. So just multiply the numerator and denominator. Here cancellation is possible. See, 3 and 27, if you can easily cancel, no? Okay, in 3 how many 3? 1. In 27 how many 3? 9. So in that way we can cancel. So 9 into 1 is 9, divided by 10 into 1 is 10 plus 1 by 4. You may understand, no? Any problem? Okay. So 3 in 3 how many 3? 1, 27. 9 3s are 27. So because here cross cancellation is possible actually. So I forgot to say that. Okay. You may understand 9. Then now you can multiply numerator and denominator. 9 into 1 is 9. 10 into 1 is 10 plus 1 by 4 as it is. Now you just see you may understood this much, and now you can make the denominator same as otherwise cross multiplication. If you are going to make the denominator same, which will be the denominator we can make? Both we can make it as 20. Why? Because think about the LCM of 10 and 4. What is the LCM of 10 and 4? So this is actually what is LCM method. See, LCM of 10 and 4 is nothing but by 2 it become 5, 2 again by 2 it become 5, 1, then by 5, 1, then multiply 2 into 2 is 4, 4 and 5 is 20. That means we can make that both denominators 20. Here you can multiply with the 2. Here you can multiply with the 5. Otherwise you can apply cross multiplication method. If I am going to use cross multiplication, 9 into 4 is 36 and 10 into 1 is 10, but divide by 10 into 4 is 20. You may understand, no? What is 36 plus 10? 36 plus 10 is actually 46 by 20. You can reduce by 2. 46 and 20 you can reduce by 2. 46 by 20 you can reduce by 2. Into how many 2? 1. Then 0. In 4 how many 2? 2 2s are 4. In 6 how many 2? 3. So answer is 23 by 10. And we got the RHS side also what? 23 by 10. Actually, what was the LHS side we got? Actually we got the LHS side as what, 23 by 10 was the LHS side, isn't it? 23 by 20 was the LHS side, and here are RH. Sorry, again one mistake happens. 10 into 4 is what? 40. The problem is, ഞാൻ ഈ മൊബൈലിൽ ഇങ്ങനെ പിടിച്ച് എടുക്കുന്നതുകൊണ്ടാണ് സംഭവിക്കുന്നത്. സോറി ഫോർ ദാറ്റ്. Sorry. Okay. So actually 10 into 4 is what? 40 actually. So it becomes 36 plus 10, 46 by 40 will come. So when you cancel 46 by 40 will come. So when you cancel 46 by 40 by 2, it becomes 2 2s are 4, then 0, 2 2s are 4, 3. So answer is 23 by 20. We will get 23 by 20, no? ഇവിടെ 20 പോയിരുന്നു. അതെന്താണെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ ഇവിടെ LCM 20 ആയിരുന്നല്ലോ നമ്മൾ. ആ LCMും ഈ ക്രോസ് മൾട്ടിപ്ലിക്കേഷൻ കൂടെ മിക്സ് ആയി പോയതാണ്. Sorry for that. Anyway, you may understood. If you cross multiply, 9 into 4 become 36 plus 10 into 1 become 10 divided by 10 into 4. 10 into 4 is 40. 36 plus 1 is 46 divided by 40. We will get 46 by 40. You may understood how we can cancel by 2. We can cancel in 4. 2 2 is 4. Then 0. Then 2 2 is 4. 3. So 23 by 20 we will get. And we got the RHS as 23 by 20. And our LHS was actually 23 by 20, and we got the RHS as also 23 by 20. So LHS becomes equal to RHS, hence it is verified. You may understood. See, completely dark, and it is actually that now the time is almost 5 p.m. only, but due to this climate condition and my I'm not feeling well also, so let me wind up this session. And please only one question we have discussed, and that question was very important. If you understood, if you practice on the same question again and again, then only we will get understood the remaining question. Very standard, very difficult questions are waiting for us. So please practice the same question and understand the method which we used, and wait for the next video. Thank you. Have a nice day. Take care, and I'm expecting notes from all the students. Please. Thank you. Have a nice day.